Hello buddies, in today's video I'll be showing you all the easiest and the simplest way to make a taste pleasing spring rolls, vegetable spring rolls without hassles. So let's do this. So first we'll start by making the filling. In a saucepan you add in some vegetable oil but not too much. Then you go in with garlic powder. Next you add ginger powder, add in your red chili powder, add in turmeric powder, then you add in cooking thyme. You go in with seasoning powder. You can use chicken seasoning, beef seasoning, but here I used chicken seasoning. Then you go in with some salt and some nutmeg powder. You can also use ground cloves for the nutmeg. Next you add in some curry powder and then some chopped onions. Then you also add in a little bit of sesame seed oil and soy sauce, just a little bit of soy sauce. So next you're going to add some white vinegar into this. This white vinegar is going to help to preserve this sauce and also give it a kind of good taste as well. But if you don't want to use white vinegar, you can use freshly squeezed lemon juice. Okay, now you stir this for some time, then you go in with minced scotch bonnet pepper, a little bit of minced scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, now you make sure you are stirring this on low to medium heat, not high heat. Okay, so you don't burn your stuff. Next you're going to go in with your shredded carrot, your green beans, your red bell pepper, green bell pepper, your cabbage. The cabbage, quantity of cabbage should be more than any other thing you're going to be adding into this. Okay, now you go in and stir everything together gradually on low to medium heat, like I said. So I had to add a little bit of soy sauce again and a little bit of white vinegar to boost the taste, because I guess I need to add that when I tested it. So but it's not a must. If you taste your own and it's okay, good to go. Now once you see that your vegetable has softened just this way, you don't need to overcook your vegetables. Then you take it down from the heat and keep it aside. So you can put it in a plate, then cover the plate so that it doesn't dry out, so that it should still remain moist, just as you see in the video. Head over to making the dough that you're going to use to wrap your sauce or your filling for the spring rolls. Now in a bowl you add in just 1 cup of all-purpose flour. To that you add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of vegetable oil, and then you measure out about 70 grams or about 3 of 1/8 cup of normal temperature or room temperature water. You're going to combine all this together to form a soft non-sticky dough. Okay, so you transfer your dough on your work surface and you're going to knead this dough till it's soft and kind of bouncy, and it's not going to be sticking to your hands at all. So once your dough is ready, you're going to wrap up the dough and then set it aside to rest for 10 minutes. My shout out today goes to you, Nebo Kike Chidima from Enugu State, Nigeria. Thank you for always engaging my videos, for sharing my content, and also for following me. I'm super grateful. Thank you also my amazing 1.5k followers. You guys are you don't know how I feel right now, but I'm so grateful. So once your dough has rested for 10 minutes, you're going to cut this dough into 6 parts. Okay, 6 equal parts. Now if you want your spring rolls to be smaller in size, you can cut it up to 10 parts, but because of the size I want to make mine, so this 6 parts is okay for me. Now you're going to take one of the dough while you cover the remaining ones. After molding it into round forms, you keep them aside and cover them. Then take one of these dough and roll it out just as you see in the video. Now you're going to roll this dough till it is light and flat. Yes, like I don't know how to put it, like it's going to be flat, going to be thin, going to be super thin, like you can it will feel like you can see through it, like so once you have rolled your dough, then you put or you add your filling to one edge or one side of the dough. Now you're going to fold it just as you see in the video. Then you apply your flour paste. This flour paste is just a mixture of flour with little water. So you apply it and then you roll up your dough to cover to close. You wrap up your dough just as you see in the video, okay, and set it aside. So the reason for rolling the dough very flat or thin is to, because you know you're going to still roll this dough up after adding your filling, so that you will not end up having a your spring roll being too thick and thereabouts. You know, you want it to be light and also chewy, so you don't want it to be too thick. Okay, so once you add your filling, you apply your flour paste and then you roll it up and seal it up. And just seal it up. So this is one of the easiest way you can make your spring rolls, unless you want to go through the process of making the wrappers first, then before you start the rest of the stuff involved. So now you're going to place your oil on heat. Make sure that your oil has heated up. Once your oil has heated up, you reduce or you bring down the heat to medium heat, and then you gradually drop in your spring rolls that you want to fry in the oil. Okay, so once you add your spring rolls, make sure you don't overstock your oil anyway. So once you add your spring rolls in the oil, you can make sure you monitor the heat so you don't overheat. It doesn't overheat, okay? Because if it overheat, it's going to become too puffy and maybe may not look the way you want it. So you're going to monitor the heat. If it is getting too heated up, you can reduce the heat. So you fry these till they turn light golden brown. So once they turn light golden brown, your spring rolls are ready. You take them out from the oil, place them in a colander lined with a kitchen paper or kitchen towel, and let them drain. Then you are ready to enjoy these spring rolls. I hope you love this video, this easy simple recipe, and you're going to give it a try. Thanks for watching.